Hello, everybody. There's Dave, but I can't hear him. Can you hear? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let me see. Can you guys hear me and Dave, or just which one can you hear? No sounds, Dave. Okay. All right. Sorry, I just popped in. I was having a little bit of PC issues. With my I had to restart my computer a couple times, so I'm a little bit late. Let me adjust this just a little bit. There we go. Dave will be back shortly, I'm sure. Let's see. Well, welcome in, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody's in. And we will get started here shortly. I think David's going to probably reset or something. I think I had a problem with my last update, and he might be having the same problems. So we'll see what's going on. So let's see. And I guess I'll start saying hello to everybody. So Chris, how's it going? Alicia, good to see you, Ann. We just actually made dinner, so after this, we're gonna go eat. Jeff, how's it going? Good to see you, Ann. Thank you for coming. And let's see. David did not highlight everybody. Luis, how's it going? Good to see you, Ann. Kiki, good to see you. How's it going? Small town traditions. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Stanley, how's it going? Good to see you. Let's see. Romy, how's it going, man?
All right, guys. Can you hear me now?
And I can hear you now.
Just a second, Aaron. I got to get you back on the Bluetooth here. All right, Aaron, can you talk?
Testing.
Perfect. All right, we got you.
All right.
All right, guys.
I've been just saying hello to everybody that's come in so far.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. For some reason, my audio settings changed. It was really weird.
Yeah, so did mine. I had to have an update, and I literally popped in like as it went live for everybody. So
yeah. All right. So where are we at, Aaron? Saying hi to everybody.
I was just at Romy here.
Okay.
Saying hi to everybody.
Romy, it's good to see you.
Donnie, good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Donnie, appreciate you being here.
I'm trying to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Baker, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
Baker, appreciate you being here, brother.
Let's see. Kenny, how's it going? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Kenny, appreciate you being here, brother.
We got Bearded and Blessed. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hope everything is going well.
Abe, how's it going, Abe?
Hey, brother, it's good to see you.
Tony, how's it going, man?
Tony?
Let's see. Jables, how's it going, Jables?
Jables, good to see you, man, brother. We got
everybody saying hi. And
Oh
we
wow,
got
my stuff just glitched. It's weird.
Kiki, thank you so much for the membership.
Let's see. Hi, Aaron, Dave. How's your weekend going? Any more plans for Mother's Day?
I actually got Alicia a Mother's Day gift early last month, or mid last month. I actually have to work tomorrow, but we plan on spending the time together after I get off of work. No freaking way that just happened.
What happened?
Well, let's just do this. Hold on. There. You didn't see it, you don't know.
Something fall
If you
over.
know, you know. I'll tell you
Well, I'm gonna
later.
have to go. I'll have to go back to that spot and just kind of scope it out. So we get everybody, Aaron?
As
We got
far as I can
Stanley in
tell so
here.
far, we have, yes.
All right, we got Donnie, everybody else in here. If we missed you guys, apologize. It's due to the technical difficulties, apparently. So, anyway,
thank you, Kiki.
thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, my beard yesterday, man, it was looking kind of. It's been a while since I had a really bad beard day, and yesterday I had like it was really just all out there, and I even used heat, and I had a bad dip right here for some freaking reason. I don't know why. It was just like I don't know what the hell happened.
Well, sometimes we get those days where it just seems like our beard is just fighting us. I get it.
Right. Yeah.
I had one of those the other day, and I just tied it up and went to work. I'm like, yep, I'm not gonna fight with it too much today.
If I'm able to catch the whole live, better be a good show. Hey, we're gonna try,
Well,
Baker.
yeah, Baker, it's always a good show when you're here, brother. So
Hey, if you want
it's
to jump
already
in, it's up to
yeah,
you.
yeah, let us know. We'll let you in. I'll send you the link.
Every day should be Mother's Day. You know what? As hard as the mother's work, I agree.
All right.
The boys want to make breakfast in bed. Yeah, they're gonna try to do something for her tomorrow morning.
That's cool.
It was bad, and I say that with love.
Miss K says, y'all on the wrong size. You better fix that before Brewer shows up.
Oh well, yeah. No, I'm all right. I'm all right with it where it is.
It doesn't bother me either. So it's just kind of, I know it does throw some people off, but I'm not worried about it.
We had a scary rainstorm this morning, cleared up and humid. Nice. It's been cooled off this week, but we're supposed to hit the hundreds next week, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Man.
Especially going right back to work.
Yeah,
Bad beer
I
days.
don't.
Yeah, it was. It's a good thing I didn't leave the house because it was bad and I couldn't fix it. I tried to add more heat. Inevitably, I just added more water and just redid it, and everything kind of straightened out today. So, and I just used a little bit more oil and butter than I would, and some balm today. So,
Well, it's definitely changed up here. Beginning of the week was like 65, and within, I think on Monday it was 65, and then it's up into the high 90s today. So this weather is crazy here.
yeah, for sure. Lewis knows that all too well. His beer puts up a fight with him sometimes. Lewis, they're all
Yep. Yeah, no problem, Baker. Just know that
Hey,
invitation is out there anytime,
It's
brother.
okay. It's definitely all right. It was 90 today. Yeah, it's getting warmer.
Yeah.
It messes with the OCD where you're sitting. Okay, let's. I'll change it. Hold on. There.
Oh, there he is. There we go. Let's see. Go ahead. Abe, all week been having thunderstorms, lightning, and we just had a bad rain. Is stopped. I love that kind of weather. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Power's knocked out in several towns around here. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, that is nuts. I'm I'm getting ready for those good old California brownouts coming as it's starting to get hotter. So
Yeah, there's gonna be more people with their AC and running, so we're gonna get those rolling brownouts at some point. Uh, we had a bunch of we had brunch at Nana's today. They had, breakfast sandwiches. They actually,
right,
for the first time, complimented my beard. You know, like, "Oh, you got a wonderful beard." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So I think they're coming around.
my my dudes, I'm in the shower watching. Don't make it weird.
Hey, I
It,
think you might have made it a little bit weird there, Dan.
I thought that was supposed to be on only Dan's Dan.
Right, right.
What
Welcome, Dan. Thank you for coming.
Brown chicken, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. Dan, it's good to see you. Appreciate you being here, brother.
For sure.
40 degrees in Pennsylvania with the rain, so second fall has begun. Man,
I wish I
I will
could
say
get
once we
second
start
fall.
right, once we start going to start getting towards the east side of things, it is going to be excitingly different to see more than just, two seasons.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Yep, yep.
Saw a double rainbow
after the
after the
storm.
storm this evening. That's
Yep,
pretty cool.
yep.
Don't see that very often.
Hashtag taco meat. Yeah, I think Kay said that one time, and I don't remember where she said it, but somebody looked at her like she was nuts when she said taco meat. Better than
Mhm.
watching you in the shower. Yep, yep.
All
They're
right.
finally seeing a World Cup beard. Yep, yep. There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
they haven't they've had I guess kind of like what we had in family before, where our
Right,
beards weren't really well kept and looking nice, so they weren't expecting high. When I told them I was going to start growing it out, and I don't think they believed me when I told them it would be well kept.
right. Well, I mean, think about what we grew up with. I mean, one of the ones that stands out. Happy Mother's Day, slightly early to the moms in the chat. Absolutely, absolutely. We grew up with
Oh,
Kiki. Thank you so much for the
thank
super
you
chat.
again for the super chat.
Yeah, I mean, look at what we were going off of when we were younger. How we had Uncle Gary was pretty much the only one that I know of that would really grow a full long beard, and it got kind of scraggly. And back then, nobody really thought to put product in their beards and everything. But I
Yeah, it just kind
remember
of grew the
mom,
way it grew. Yeah.
right, and I remember mom trimming it up for him and how good it looked even then. So the genes definitely run through.
Yeah, mom definitely had she if I remember correctly, when he last was here and his beard was kind of funk, she cleaned it up for him and
Yep.
used like the blow dryer, and the brush, and kind
Yep.
of
Yep.
brushed it out for him. It made it look nice.
Yeah, she
Trimmed it
actually
with her
used these
scissors.
some essential oils even back then. She put some essential oils in it to kind
Mhm.
of help, get it looking the best that she could.
Right. Trimmed it
But
with
yeah,
her scissors and stuff.
I think that's one of the things that we run into, and I think a lot of these guys in here probably run into as well. When they first say to family, "Hey, I'm really just wanting to grow a beard and see what I can do with it." I'm going to take the first year or the first 6 months, and you kind of get that side eye.
Right.
Especially families that aren't used to seeing it, and sometimes they're a little quick to jump in and judge on, let's say, month 2 maybe, and they're like, "Yeah, well, you're still going through that awkward phase." But, give it 6 months, and, they'll be amazed on what they're seeing a lot of the time, so
Right. Right. So I had to kind of do. I got a haircut the other day with Christopher. Matthew's going to take a special barber. I just went and got a quick cut because I just get the same thing every time. I didn't like, you wanted me to trim your beard? Like, no, don't touch my beard. I don't trust you. I don't know you. I said, I'll do it
Oh, okay.
myself,
So it
or
wasn't
I'll take
Chris.
it. No, no. I just
Okay.
went to a quick like supercuts and had his done, and then had mine done. I got to take
Yeah.
Matthew to Chris because I don't think he trusts anybody else touching his hair.
Nah, don't
Um,
blame him. Chris is good. Which,
and
by
I
the way,
won't.
guys, Monday morning, the video that I'm releasing Monday morning is about barbershops. Check it out. I think you guys will get. I think you guys will enjoy it. The different atmospheres. So, uh,
Is the
how's the
beer
beer comp coming
coming?
along out there in Cali? We are in the process of getting a hold of the pretty much the main person that is running the whole event. She had another event going on just a couple months ago, or well, this last month. So now she's able to concentrate on the one that's happening in October. Um, they're very, very receptive of the different categories and the things that we think that would really help make things better. So I'm really excited to work with them. And as soon as I get a day, Aaron, I will send that out to you. Kind of need an idea of what days and times will work good for you as well, because they are wanting to get a video call in. So
Well, I'm off on Friday, Saturday, so I'm
okay,
hoping to get something on that right there pretty soon. That, if you guys don't know, is the treasure box from Flaming Beer Co.
right,
And I tell you what, it was worth every penny.
right.
So,
Yeah, Ricky and Ronnie. Yeah, I can't say enough about what they do for these charities and the boxes that they put together. It's always thought out. It's always amazing products that are in there, and they're donating. They're not just asking for donations from other companies to put into the box. Which guys, I don't have anything against that. If that's but they're purchasing these items and putting these into the box for the charity, and I've seen
right,
them do
they
this a few times, and
there's that right there. That's,
mhm,
most some of you would recognize Jake's work, and she bought that in the auction and threw it in the box
mm,
as well, which is something
right.
I was going to auction for, but I didn't. I ran out of money. Um, that right there is really special because it's something I really did want, and I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I'm actually gonna get, Jacob to make me one as well, because it's pretty cool, and it's kinda, like, nice to have, like, a keepsake with the Bearded
Mhm.
Kin logo on there, and the
Yeah,
fact that it came from that 24-hour live stream. That was awesome.
it's very, very cool, and it's very well made.
Candle time.
Mhm.
My Aunt Annie had the best beard in the family. Well, I'm just gonna leave that one right there. Jim, I'm not sure if we caught you in, but appreciate you being here. Lisa is the only one I trust with my beard. Yep, I get that too. Absolutely get that.
Yeah, so I came in and I told her, I was like, "Man, I feel gypped going to that." Just those, those little quickie haircut places. I'm like, "Man, I didn't get a towel, I didn't get a face massage, I didn't get nothing.
Right.
Just a
You know,
haircut, and a
yeah,
mediocre one at that."
when you find a good barber, the extras, that they do just to kind of keep their clientele happy,
Mhm.
Chris, and there's other options that he'll do. I mean, he'll do the works. I mean, you can get your hair
Mhm.
cut, beard trimmed, beard cleaned up, just whatever you want trimmed.
Mhm.
Do the razor shave. Man, I love that razor shave. Hot towel, cool towel.
Hot towel. The hot
You know,
towel is amazing.
and then he'll put
That's when I start
put
falling
some
asleep.
stuff on your forehead and use the massager on your forehead and in your shoulders. I mean, yeah, it
Mhm.
definitely takes the time to show his appreciation for you being there. Yeah, once we uh once we jump out of California, it's going to be hard to let that go, man. Let us know if you need anything. Absolutely.
Yep. Hey, Chris, I don't think I saw you in earlier. Hello, and thanks for coming in.
Looks like we're getting the crunks in tonight. Chris, appreciate you being here. Let's see.
Mhm.
I show them the tray. I might be a little bit further behind.
Hold on, let me go grab that real quick.
All right. Dubai Mastermind. Yep, I do like the Dubai Mastermind. And Caribbean Black is probably one of my favorites from them. So, if you find a good barber, tip them. Always worth the money. It comes back to you. Absolutely. And if you treat your barbers right, they're going to treat you right. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I've called and said, "Hey, I know this is last minute," and he says, "Hey, come on over. We'll open up the shop and have you, let you come in and get you taken care of." And absolutely agree with that. Yeah, Jacob did some amazing work. I love his
Yeah, he
work.
did.
Always have, and
Use
just
rivets in it, nice
yeah,
stitching. It's really,
that
it's awesome. I love this piece.
right. Yeah, and he's always done great work, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those as well. And that was for the one of the auction items from the 24 hour. And I don't say tip them, tip them. Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, no,
And,
yeah.
go ahead.
After you spend like 3 hours with them, because I think my last session with him was me and the boys. It took like 3.5 hours. He got a very nice
Right.
tip. So
Absolutely. Randall, yep, there's the second part of the crux. Appreciate
yeah,
you being
Randall,
here, Randall.
how's it going?
Let's see. Definitely going to grab Caribbean Black on the next order, especially after y'all praise, Dave. It is a really they have like Mastermind. I don't think I've had a beard oil that shifts in scent as much as Mastermind, and I'm going to throw
Right.
that out there. Caribbean Black, it shifts not as much, but it is a nice cologne scent. It's not like your strong musky scent. It's more of on the sweeter side, but more on the aquatic sweeter side. But it is really good.
My computer's still acting out, man. I think it just did an update. Wants to restart on me already.
What's happening,
Chris, how's
boys?
it
True
going,
North
man?
Beer Co. Chris,
My
appreciate you being here,
package,
brother.
my package from you guys are coming in. I think it says today, but it'll probably be tomorrow. I got some more Aqua de Beard, and I bought their cologne as well. So I'm getting excited to get that.
Yeah, when I go down there this coming week, I'm gonna have to bring that undisputed.
Yeah,
Chris,
I want to smell that one.
I said it last Tuesday, and I'll say it again, man. You guys outdid yourself on that one. That is, when you guys are reviewing products and stuff like that, it's sometimes it's easier just to get several oils in the unscented butter, just to kind of save you a little bit of money here and there. But sometimes these scents just hit you, and they're like, okay, you know what? I need the oil, the butter, the balm, the cologne, beard wash, whatever you can make in this, I want it. And
Mhm.
that one kind of hit it for me with the undefeated. Did I say undisputed? I meant undefeated if I did.
Right, right. Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited to smell that one and see what the scent is.
Yep, yep. I've
Let's
been
see.
bald so long, I can't eat. I can't remember the last time I went to a barber. Right. Well, I will say that even when I go to the barber just for the beard, sometimes he can see things that I can't. I'm, I I haven't gotten to the point in my bearded journey where I'm comfortable trimming my own beard. I think that's one of those ventures I'll have to get into at some point, just to you know, just to either a it's going to make it better, or you guys going to see me make a mistake and grow through it. But
Right.
finding a barber
Kind
that
of,
you trust. Yeah.
I kind of did a little bit on my own today,
Mm,
but I did make an appointment for 2 weeks from now to go to get Matthew's hair done, and get a little bit of beard trim. Yeah,
right. And
Caribbean Black from
yep.
Flaming Beard Co. is a really good scent.
Yep.
It's one of the ones they sent me the oil, butter, and balm in the treasure chest, and it's one of my favorites. Right outside of Mastermind.
Yep. Yep. The Crunk Crew. Yep. Jacked Up does great work. Yeah, Jacob does amazing work. I don't know if you guys get an opportunity, go to look up Buckeye Beard Battle 3, and you'll see Mike Wiseman from Hemp Wizard with two belts over his shoulder. Jacob did the belt, the leather belt for Buckeye Beard Battle 3. And I gotta tell you, seeing it in person, the pictures just don't do it enough justice. It's beautiful in the pictures, but when you start getting up and you see all the tooling work, it's amazing.
Yeah. And they threw in some of Small Town Traditions, a couple of their scents as well, and I'm very excited to get some get some smell those and maybe try to get a review out for them if I can at some point.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything this week, man. I just relaxed and I'm not ready
Recharge.
to go tomorrow. I'm really not.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you just kind of need to take the time, recharge, spend time with the family, especially when you're on vacation from work, and you want to absorb as much of that as you can. Completely get that. Yeah, it is fire. It is. Let's see here. I have found it hard to find someone that does really good with the kids. Chris is amazing with them, and he takes his time to make sure he does a good job. From the first time that I went in there, you could tell that he was skilled enough to know what to do with the beard just to kind of get it to that initial cut to really get it to grow. And the more I went in, the more he would just say, "Hey, I'm looking and researching and making sure that I'm doing the right things for the beards." And he's got some exciting things coming, so I think you'll be excited to hear about it. He's going to be opening up his. There's a potential for him to open up in Old Town Clovis. He's been accepted to open up in Old Town Clovis, so I think that's going to be awesome.
So.
Right.
It's closer than he is now.
If you think of Caribbean Black, that's gonna be Flaming Beard Co.
Yeah.
If it's Undefeated, that's True North. Today used Dead Man's Blend from 2023 Fresh Frost. This is still just as good as when I got it. Yeah. Fresh Forest. As far as Dead Man's, I haven't. Man, I think the last time I had Dead Man's, I think I got a gift certificate on Dan C's Facebook and purchased from him. But it's been probably that long since I've tried them. I know they've actually updated their blend and everything, and yeah, they're just great people. So I definitely want to go in and support them and see what I can do for them as well. Get some of their products in.
Right.
Yep. Oh, Pud, appreciate you being here, brother.
How's it going, Pud?
Been stuck on honey infused oil, didn't mix with impeccable from Elite Grooming, and it was amazing. Nice. Jim, I gotta say, the collective that you did, that's a really great scent. And if there's anything I could say about Jim from Small Town Guys, from the start to now, you can see the work that he's putting in. You can see the education that he's gained over this time, and he's making the changes. He's making the right changes. I've said it once, and I'll say it again, guys. Look out for Small Towns. He's going to be doing big things, and I have no doubt about it. Lions, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything's going well. And yes, we are on that road to 1K. We are at last I looked, we were at 927, so we're definitely on our way there.
Sounds good.
Let's see. My master barber's a good scent. I call him anytime, and he would call me anytime, and he'd fit me in. Never walk away from him. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it was with Matthew as well. I mean, I'm not real picky on my hair, I think I'm more picky with my beard than my hair at this point, but Matthew's just super picky with his hair right now. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, I can take me and Christopher in and just get a cheap cut, and then I'll have to take him to Chris because he's the only one I trust to do Matthew's hair the way he wants it done without messing it
Right.
up.
It's been a long time since I used some hemp wizard. Yep. I'm blessed to have the same barber for the last 40 years, my sister. There you go. And you know what? She knows your beard and she knows your beard's quirks more than anybody else. So, thinking the money saved alone, Stanley. Right. And you know what? And I'm not saying that, going to a barber is cheap by any means. It's always going to be cheaper if you can do your own beard, clean up your own beard. I don't trust myself to do it. If I had to draw a straight line to stay alive, I'm not going to be alive very long. I just, and the more I try to make that straight line, the worse it gets. So, hadn't been to a barber in years until I grew a beard. Absolutely, yep, get that. Luxurious bastard kick. Yep. Lux Dave. He's got some amazing products and probably some of the strongest scents in the game. He's great products. I've never had any issues with any of his products. Some are going to be in your wheelhouse, some may not. And with as strong as they are, if they're not, they're really not going to be in your wheelhouse. But if they are, they're really going to be in it. So that's the kind of the I think that's kind of the takeaway when you get something as strong as that. If you're there's not going to really be an in between. If you don't like it, it's you know, but if you do like it, it's going to be an amazing scent.
Right.
Yeah. RJ, appreciate you being here. Dave, Aaron, a question of what are your thoughts on beard growth vitamins and are they worth it or not? There's a lot of the beer companies out here are doing biotin. They're doing beard growth pills. They're also doing biotin. Absolutely love biotin. I take biotin every night when I remember, um, which is most days of the week. There are um, better manufacturers for the biotin than what I currently have that I'm looking forward to trying out. Um, there's actually biotin strips. So yeah, man, I'm all for it. Your beard needs certain vitamins and your follicles, the follicle health and your skin health. I mean, they're just they're going to help quite a bit. Just kind of depends on what's in it. Whether if you're going to get something, research what's in it and make sure that it's good for you and your health. And that's going to benefit your beard in many ways. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't take anything for beard growth, so I'm not going to comment on it. I take a multivitamin, but I don't have anything specific for that, so I'm not going to steer anybody any direction. I don't know. I wouldn't know how they work.
Right. Need to do a special live for the thousand. I'm assuming you meant thousand. Maybe a 24-hour live that's unique.
Yeah, he
No,
would be
no,
probably by himself on that one.
no. But I think we can probably put together a special, bearded kin special for the 1,000 subscribers. Not a bad idea. But I can guarantee you, it is not going to be a 24-hour. For all of you guys that are in here that haven't heard, the 24-hour live stream will be an annual thing. And you guys
Right.
will be able to mark your calendars on it. It will be this next year. We're going to be doing probably a Friday, Saturday, and it will be the weekend after Easter, and that's when we're going to be planning to do those. But the sign up lists for people that would like to come on, the sign up list for any donations, anything like that, I'll most likely be releasing either on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Kind of want to get everything locked down as soon as we can. Because believe it or not, a lot of the last 24-hour live stream was kind of all put together in the last 3 weeks prior to it. I mean, it turned out great, and I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. So let's see. Hi all. An impromptu Mother's Day dinner. Can't stay, but speaking from a barber's point of view, we love and appreciate our loyal clients. Absolutely. Let me see. Add a new barbershop scent to the Tino shelf. Dead Man's Limited Drop Tailored. I might have to get my hand on that one. Same Dave, handshakes when I'm nervous. Can't draw a straight line at all. Barber saves me. Right. And, it ain't no secret. I got some glasses on. I don't see all that well either. So um, it's kind of nice having somebody else in there to say, hey, this part of your beard is feeling a little this way or that way. And, kind of a checkup for your beard hair.
Right. I just kind of started
growth.
doing like light movements on the outside to catch some of the flyaways.
The flyaways.
Just little bits on the ends here, so it's a little even, but I don't do much with it at all. I have a really good pair of clippers that are I'm not afraid to use. So
Right. Power came back on. I can see clearly now. Wait, that's a song.
yeah.
Where is Jay to get us singing?
Right.
Tony, it's my top 10. That's saying a bit. That's saying a bit, Baker.
That's saying a lot, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Did I miss somebody?
I think Valhar came in. I think you got her.
Yep. And absolutely, guys, make sure you're going over to Raised Bearded and dropping him a subscribe, a like, and a follow on his Raised Bearded YouTube channel. Bishop, appreciate you being here.
Definitely going to try to get some more content out soon. I just, like I said, I wanted to relax with the family this week and, not think too much. I'm just kind of veg out or, what's it called? I think we watched all of Game of Thrones, so she's caught up now, except for the new. We even watched some of the newer one, not the newest one, but the what is it? The
House of Dragons,
which we got. I think we're close to the second season, and we just like, it's okay so far. It's just, I think we're just watching it too close to the regular Game of Thrones, so we're gonna start watching. I think we started watching Supernatural. So Matthew says,
"Yes, I missed. Yes, Abe, I missed out on that one, but the new limited drop tailored is fire." Okay. I managed to buy myself some Barbershop Reserve. It's excellent. Awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right, guys, you know what? I think I want to go ahead and throw this up here real quick. It kind of gets the chat going a little bit. What is your bearded superhero name? Let's go ahead and throw this up there. I haven't really taken a look at these and make sure that they're friendly, but the first month is going to be your let's see. I would be the Titan Masked Bane. Interesting.
Mine would be Phantom Razorbeard.
Phantom Razorbeard. Don't sound too bad. What is your guys's bearded superhero name?
Well, it should be Storm Whiskerbolt.
Storm Whiskerbolt. You know what? I think we might have to make that one
That's true.
stick. That's pretty good.
Phantom Beard Avenger. Nice.
Nice.
Christopher.
Legend Night Whisker. Yep. Iron Whisker Bolt. Shadow Inferno Beard.
Yeah, we definitely got to keep doing these types of things.
Right. Yeah, they're just fun. I mean, they are.
It's just, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see what names everybody gets.
Captain Beardable. Yeah, nice. Mystic Iron Whiskey. Titan Mystic Mane. Nice. Nightbeard Titan. Inferno Whisker Bolt. Storm Fury Stash. I almost said furry.
Yeah. So Whisker Bolt would be Yvonne. Yeah, she's the second.
Whisker Bolt. Let's see. August. Yep. Storm Whisker Bolt would be Yvonne. Yep. Storm Beardblade, Captain Beardblade. Yep. Titan Night Whisker.
Nice.
Night Mighty Mash. Mighty Mash. Mighty Stash. And you guys can get to hear me stumble up my words too, so that's awesome. Let's see. Captain Beardblade. That's interesting. Yep, that is a good one. Yeah, I'll definitely work on keep putting some of these up from time to time, guys. They're just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not one of those where I'm trying to pull your your birthdays or anything. Just, curiosity, just a fun thing. I know Melissa from Copper Johns used to do these, and always enjoyed them when she would throw them on there. And
hey, these aren't bad names for like product either.
no,
So
they're actually pretty cool.
I guess depending on the company you have and the names of your stuff as it is,
Titan
definitely.
Mask Mane. Yeah, I'm gathering the info. I don't know what the hell I'd do with it, but yeah.
I would just forget about it as soon as I looked at it. Too much work to reverse engineer this stuff.
Right. Aaron, I ran into a bit of a dilemma the other day, and did I see Garrett's beer trim? I started watching it, and the video froze on me, and I'm, I was surprised that he was actually trimming his beard. But hey, the best beard is the one that you're the most happy in, and I'll say that over and over again. But yeah, he was. I actually saw that he was trimming his beard.
Wow, that's I wouldn't expect that.
Right. Ellie, appreciate you being here.
How's it going, Ellie? I hope you had a good birthday.
Absolutely.
I know you were kind of not expecting a good day, but I hope you did have a good day.
Absolutely. And if not, we were wishing you the best, and hopefully that turned out for you. Let's see, trims 14-inch beard down to say just under 10 inches. That's a big cut. It really is.
That's huge, especially at that length.
Dave and Hearn are using these to send us each individual birthday cards. Not saying I am, but I'm not saying I am. Let's see. Garrett looks so freaking good. I thought it was gonna be a fake video at first, but he killed the look. Right. I think it was on Dan C on Beer Device Live on Thursday. he had a gentleman on there, and one of the pieces of advice was to, kind of trim down up to about 4 inches, taking 4 inches off. And, first thing that went through my mind is, man, 4 inches. 4 inches is rough, man. That's a good amount of time there to get that back. But you think about it, it's like, okay, that addition by subtraction that you're gonna get off that kind of a transparency trim, you're gonna be so much happier with it. And,
Oh, if I took
man,
4 inches off
it's
right now, I'd be back to the ugly phase. So that
I
ain't
mean,
happening.
if you take 4 inches, I mean, that's gonna bring my beard down back down to about an 8-inch beard, and, I mean,
Mhm.
that's a big
You'd be
cut,
about where
you
I'm
know?
at, and you'd be back to where I'm at.
But, I absolutely agree, though, if there's that much transparency, you're gonna feel better about your beard because it's gonna lay down where it should, and,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have
Mhm.
that transparency there, and I think you're 100% gonna get some, addition by subtraction there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rob, brother, yeah, well, if you're not gonna cut it, you can always get your daughter to tie it, to tie a bow around it. That was an awesome picture this morning, Rob. Yeah, he has a picture on his Facebook where, his daughter put a little blue or purple bow in his beard. It was pretty cool.
I think I need to get some of those little black rubber bands that you have because the hair ties and stuff just don't do it. So
Yeah. Just to kinda get it bunched together when you're sleeping and, don't go all over the place. Let's see. Let's see. Romy, Dave is
yes,
not that
I
organized. Absolutely, I am not that organized. I'll be the first one to admit it. I am not. Uh, I'm not an organizer. But you know what? She is. As long as one of us are, I think we're going to do okay. I think you said it was 18 inches. I know at one time he was. I want to say he was at 18 or he was just over before, and this was when they were still going live. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think he was stuck at for a while and then it started growing
Mhm.
again.
Yeah.
So that's why
Kind
she
of
was
hit.
like really like anybody that's really talking about terminal length, really it's like, well, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be a thing because he stopped for a while and then it started growing again. So,
Right.
but no, I get it with the whole transparency. Take some inches off to work on the
Mhm.
transparency, but I don't have enough bigger to do that right now. Once of it, maybe I get to your length, I'll think about it, but we'll see
Well, I
how my
think the
transparency is then.
last time we were at Chris's, he took off anywhere between a half inch to an inch of transparency off at the bottom. And quite honestly, I may not have needed to. I don't think anybody was noticing it as much as I was, but it definitely felt better for myself. Kind of not seeing as much of that transparency.
Right.
Let's
I've been
see,
pretty fortunate so far. I haven't
King
really
Papa.
noticed any transparency in mine.
Yeah, somebody who does not have any transparency at all, and I am completely surprised every time I go over there. Papa
Yeah.
Sofa. My
Hmm.
man, has that guy got a dense beard. Um, Next time I'm over there, guys, I'm gonna take some photos, or maybe we'll be able to get him in on the live stream to say hi to everybody. Um, Man, I'm amazed every time that I see his beard that it's grown as much as it's grown. It's not just growing in length, it's growing in that maturity. You could see that it's laying where it's supposed to and it's doing what it's supposed to do. And yeah, I'm surprised every time I see it. I don't know why but I am. It's true. I did the transparency thing myself. Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I believe it. I mean, I'm not in the position to do it right now. I probably will when it gets longer.
4 inches, 4 inches what I trim off, and I was so happy afterwards. There you go. Did you recently do that, Baker? So I know you were talking about making a couple changes.
Mhm.
Small towns, yeah, it hurt, but it was at 14 inches, and I cut it back to 10, but it feels so much better. Yep. And Jim, yeah, you got an amazing gray white beard there, and it does. I mean, once you get over the initial shock that you just cut something off that you haven't cut in 2 years, it's kind of like
Mhm.
okay, but it looks better. It's falling better. It's landing where it's supposed to be better. It's styling easier. So absolutely get it. Rob picture was awesome. The memories, absolutely. Yep. Maybe I heard wrong, Abe, but it was a big cut, so you may be right. Yep. Lions Mane, we need a Papa Sofa live. We absolutely do. Yeah, we're definitely gonna try to get some more time with Papa Sofa on the live stream, even if he's on for a little while. Um, he's not as used to talking to the camera as me and Aaron are at this point, but he likes getting on, saying hi to everybody, and just kind of talking about his beard and the uh, when he first decided to start growing his beard, we um, took him to the barber to get just that initial shape up of his beard. And as soon as he did, man, we were up till about 4 o'clock that morning, just talking about how much it has boosted his self
Mhm.
confidence and how happy he was that he was able to take care of something and do it right. And he's been so excited about it, and I love seeing that in him.
No, you're right. It's like it's like it's like going to the barber when
Okay.
before like way before you had a beard and getting a good haircut. How it just makes you feel like, man, I'm on top of the world. It looks good. I feel good. It's the same way with the beard when you get a good barber that can take care of you. And they did
Absolutely.
amazing on Dad's beard. Yeah, he did really good.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And I don't think he's actually done much to Dad's beard except for kind of take care of his lines a little bit here and there. Um,
Oh, so
but I
so
think
those of you that might be wondering, he's outgrown mine. So he's a little bit
yeah,
longer, probably about at least an inch longer than mine.
right. And he's
And
growing
we
quick. I
started at
think
the
he's
same
going to catch
time.
up to me anytime.
Yeah, we started at the same time. So yeah,
Yep. Let's see. I'm growing out, and the trim templates are there, but I'm
temptations.
resisting the urge and happy every time with the long term results. Absolutely. And, even if you're running into a rough, uh, a rough week, rough month, rough, few days or whatever with your beard, just try to push through it and see what happens for the next week. You got to make adjustments as your beard grows. You got to make some slight adjustments to your routine. Um, you know, sometimes what time are you putting in the butter before you lay down? Are you giving it time to really absorb before? Are you tying it up? What are you doing for the season changes? Things like that. Everything makes a difference. Does your oil rotations change from winter to summer? Those dry cold nights to the dry cold to the humid heat, and it all affects your beard. At the movies, Mortal Kombat, but hello to all my brothers and sisters and good people. Happy Mother's Day, Alicia Kay, and all their moms. Jay, appreciate you being here, brother. I heard that movie. Um, you get through the initial, just your normal theater advertisements, but they said like 3 minutes after start of the movie, it just really just starts kicking into it. So I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. Yeah, my beard looks thicker and better now. Yep, yep. Let's see. Normally I don't. I I don't see anything wrong with it, but you definitely want to give it some time to absorb in before you lay down, especially if it's not at that point where. Let me rephrase. If you're at a point where you can tie it up, that's a little bit better. But if not, you really want to give that butter some time to really absorb in a little bit before you lay down on your pillow. Um, you want it to stay in beard as much as possible. So give it a little bit of time before you jump into bed. And
Mhm.
especially if you sleep on one of your sides, I'm not a back sleeper. I've never been able to lay straight back on my back and go to sleep. Um, so yeah, definitely, I definitely give it at least 30 minutes before I lay down after putting butter in the evenings. Yep. Thank you for showing off all those emojis. Those are I really do enjoy getting those emojis out there and making those. Constantly trying to improve my routine, and I feel that it's always better than a trim. Yep.
Right.
Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just an adjustment. Yep.
Mm.
And Rob said you're gonna do one more trim next month. Nice. Should someone go to bed with beer products in? Absolutely. Um, I would say not necessarily beer bombs, but if you shower in the evening before you go to bed, definitely use the gentle daily beard wash. Get the oil in, let that set for at least 5 minutes to absorb in. Put in the butter, let it set in beard for about 20 to 30 minutes. Wrap it up. You can actually wrap it up right after getting the butter in and combing it through. If it's not long enough to wrap in, just put it in, give yourself about 20, 30 minutes before you lay down. But I would avoid balms in general at night. You want your beard to breathe as much as possible. And you guys, another thing, you don't have to use a ton of butter. Okay.
Mm.
You want it to coat the beard hairs. It's going to do what it needs to do throughout the night while your body is in rest. So,
Right. I mean, use butter at night, but I tend to do what Dave does and use a little bit of oil as well
mhm,
before my night routine. So a little
yep,
bit, a lot less than what I would use during the day. Just a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, to do that after my shower and wait about an hour and then go to bed. You don't have
yeah,
to wait that
just
long though.
yeah. Remember, guys, in the morning, your morning and night routine, they should always, 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 always involve oil, if nothing else. So whatever your routine is, it should have oil in it, whether that's an oil butter balm in the morning or oil butter at night or just a oil and balm in the morning. Always, always, always get that oil in there. Yep. Butter at night. Yep. And there are some like myself. I do use just a little bit of butter during the day, not nearly as much as I use at night. I would say maybe a thumbnail throughout the day to kind of help get me through the day sometimes. But
I
my
use
shift's changing,
yeah,
so I'm having to adjust my routine a little bit too.
I use butter day and night. So
Yep. I can't sleep on my back. I'm a side sleeper. Corey, appreciate you being here, brother.
Corey, how's it going, man?
Hope everything is going well with you. Let's see. The Hinoki Heights from Corey. Yep. Rob serial killers sleep on their backs.
I don't think I've ever been a back sleeper ever.
I mean, I know there
Even
are
when I was
people.
skinny.
I don't know that I know very many people that sleep directly on their back.
Right.
Oil butter and a satin pillowcase. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's
Or a beer product.
it's trying to relieve that friction when you're sleeping, right? Um, every little thing, every little slight adjustment makes a difference. So, right, the satin pillowcase is a freaking game changer, right? Or you can be like Jay and get the beard. What was that? The beard bonnet,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try to get one
kind
of
of.
those.
Uh, yeah. I mean,
I
they have
have I
them.
have
I mean, yeah.
I have the satin or silk pillowcase, but my head just I don't know, it doesn't seem to want to stay on it.
I think Cowboy Up said it one of the times that she was actually in the chat that she got a silk pillowcase and she wound up chasing the damn thing all night. So,
Right, they're pretty slippery.
Salt and pepper. Yeah, we have satin pillowcases. I got them because I just used those for a long time. Yep. And you know what? These silks and satins, they don't absorb these dust molecules and everything else like cotton does. So I use satin pillowcase on my head and body pillow, very comfy. My wife sleeps on her back. Okay, yeah, you know, and I know there are some people. I don't know that I've ever. Well, I mean, how often do you ask a buddy or a friend or anybody, if they sleep on their back or not? You just don't. But
Well, I
as far
mean,
as
most people will
yeah,
kind of talk about how they sleep, at
right.
some point in their life.
Let's see. I sleep on my stomach with one leg up and straddle my blanket underneath. Only way I can sleep. Yep.
I
Well,
I used to sleep on my stomach until I gained a bunch of weight, so
yeah,
that might come back if I lose some weight, which
yeah,
because that was comfortable. That was the most comfortable for me was sleeping on my stomach.
yep. And it's with the back issue that I have, it's pretty much just kind of a most of the night I'm kind of on one side and then I'll flip and go on the other. And I'm pretty much flipping from one side to the other all night. It's gotten to the point where I don't even notice it anymore most of the time. So let's see. Jables, be careful. Doing great. Had a good Saturday. Got some grocery shopping done. That's awesome. Glad to hear you're
Yeah,
doing good, Corey. And let's
we did
see.
some grocery shopping the other day. They had some chicken on sale at Food for Less, so
Yeah, we need to. Um, let's see. I sleep on my back at the beginning, but you never know how I wake up. But love the Star Wars satin pillowcases. There you go. Yeah, and I can actually I don't doubt that. When you say Star Wars satin pillowcases, there's not a single ounce of
not
me that
surprised.
says, "Nah, no,
No,
you wouldn't do
no,
that. That's a joke." No, I absolutely believe it.
yeah.
Yep, and Kay uses the silk bonnet and the pillowcase. Yep. Satin and silk pillowcases are too slippery. My head slides right off.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I believe it.
but you could put the silk or satin bonnet on, and your head stays still. So is that
Well,
a pillowcase
I've
problem or is that a head problem?
I usually have two. I have two pillows, and one of them, I've moved my silk pillowcase to the bottom and use the other one that doesn't have a silk to the top, which I probably ought to, just swap the pillowcases because they're two different types of pillows too, and
Right.
see how that goes.
I just happened to get some satin pillowcases today. There you go. How is the weight loss journey going? Aaron, we were talking about this a little bit earlier today.
Mhm.
You care to share?
Well, I had to get another belt after our talk with the group belts last week. I went and bought another one that won't slip or anymore. Which the original one didn't slip that much. It just as it got worn in, it started to slip because it's pretty old. But I got one that now will not slip at all.
Right.
But measuring that belt and my new one at the same, they're all the same length. I've been not lost a lot of weight, but I've lost about 3 or 4 inches.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah. I kind of think I'm in that same boat. I'm man, I'm anywhere between a half pound to a pound to being at that first goal. Which is 185 pounds for me. So I'm at 186 and some change.
These
But my weight really hasn't gone down, but I will say that I'm able to get into my original suits for work that I have not been able to get into in the last probably 3 years. So
mm,
I'm definitely going
uh,
down in inches.
these are my. I have three black ones like this. These are my collared shirts that I usually wear for work.
Hmm.
A blue one, three black ones, and this gray one. And they're starting to hang on me like I have to tuck them in, or they look like I'm wearing a muumuu. They're getting too big.
Gotcha. Well, hey, it's good problems to have. If the worst thing that we have to do is purchase our wardrobe, slowly as we go,
Right, right,
then
right.
so be it. Now, like the suit that I just bought for work, I actually have to find a professional tailor to see if they can take this suit and take it
I was
down.
going to ask you
So
earlier, and I forgot. Is Birdie still there? Or no,
who
Birdie, older gal.
from?
She
Oh,
used to
from
work
the
in
casino.
uniforms. Yeah.
Um, I haven't seen her in a long time, so I'm not sure.
If she's still there, she could do it if she would.
So yeah, don't sleep on your tummies. Back sleeping is optimal as long as you can breathe, of course. Side sleeping is the next best.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I can't do back sleeping, so
yeah, yeah. Busy bee, yes, my girl's bonnets, still satin pig. There's hair type. So, question, Aaron. I know you mentioned, I think it was last week that you had an upcoming appointment with for your sleep apnea thing. Um, do you got any news on that, or has that appointment happened yet?
that's coming up in 2 days. So
Nice. And I'm
I'll
excited to I'm excited to hear the news, and I'm excited to hear what your doctor has to say about your recent weight loss, and it's awesome.
yeah. I'm I have been sleeping a lot better, just losing the weight. So I'm getting to the phase where I can get into REM sleep and actually sleep longer. I'm not waking up nearly as much, but it's still something I need to have addressed. It's not as bad as my numbers that I had before that I told you all. There's no way it's as bad as it was before because
That's good.
I feel more refreshed and I feel like I'm sleeping longer than I had been. And that's just
Right,
losing what I have lost in weight. I can imagine how much better it's going to be when I lose more weight.
right, right. And yeah, and it's weird because it's some of the pains that I have for my previous back injury from years ago isn't as bad. It's still there, but it's not as bad as it has been. The issues that I've been having with that nerve in my thigh hasn't been happening as nearly as much, and it's one of those that I'm starting to really feel the benefits of losing the weight, and I'm excited to get on to that next goal. So I could
Yeah.
definitely feel the benefits of it.
I haven't weighed myself this week. I will probably do it Sunday before I go to the doctor on Monday.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's for. Sorry, I'm gonna jump up to this. What Abe had asked. The sleep study has. I haven't done it yet. I had to because I went to an ENT and apparently they're not. I don't know if they're not doctors or they're just specialists for some reason. I don't know what they are, but now I'm going to go see an actual sleep study doctor and probably have to go to a lab and do another sleep study there. So
Okay.
they can get me the right type of CPAP or BiPAP or whatever they're gonna do. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump too far ahead.
No, no, you're good. Actually, I'm probably gonna try to get caught up here pretty quick. Went to my niece's dance recital and Mother's Day dinner for my mom, and that's when she decided my beard needed a bow. Hey, it's those memories though. Those are awesome. That's what I talk about, guys. Make sure to get that phone out. Take those pictures because those memories. Those memories. If you don't keep them, you don't take those photos and download those photos somewhere where they're going to be safe and you'll have them. They're just going to be gone. And yeah, I've said it before. We get so used to carrying these, around in our pockets that we forget. Hey, we have a camera. I remember back in the day when you wanted to take photos, you had to buy a camera, had to buy film, you had to be intentional with it. But I think now, it's just become so commonplace to have it that we just kind of forget sometimes. So make sure to get those phones out and take those photos. Scott, appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going well with you. The chopper. Uh, asthma is sleeping on our backs, gets sore as a teenager, or shift to my sides. Yeah.
Mhm. That's yeah,
When you lose, it's not always at the scales. Absolutely.
right. And that's what
Absolutely.
I gonna have to keep reminding myself so I stay on the diet. So, and I've been kind of I did pretty good this week. I could have done better, but I did it right.
Uh, Call me on that. Thought it'd be Jay. Yeah, Jay's sleeping. uh, Sleeping on my back because my shoulder issue plus my CPAP. Yep. Yep.
Right. So, yeah, just to reiterate, Abe, I don't have the CPAP yet. So, I missed my first appointment, and the soonest I could get was, which is coming up in 2 days. They were going to push it toward to next. They were going to push it to June, but I was able to get it for this one, and that was as soon as I can get it. So I won't be missing that one, and we'll see how long it takes to get into the lab after my appointment. So you know,
Alright.
it's hurry up and wait, man.
Yep. That's about the way it goes too. Frankie J, appreciate you being here, brother. And this guy right here, Santa Tom, appreciate you being here. If you guys are not following Santa Tom, make sure to give him a follow. He's got some great content. He's got some great motivational content, great Santa content. And I tell you what, he's probably the only one that I've heard talk about being a professional Santa that has got me thinking, what? That might be a future thing. Who knows? But he's a gentleman that has a world uh, of knowledge and um, love this guy to death. Tom, appreciate you being here, man. Let's see here. He's saying hi. Alicia was great for. She laughed so hard for quite some time after the photo. But you know what? I think that's gonna be one of those memories that's just gonna be there. Like, hey, you remember when I put that in your beard? I think she's gonna remember that, and that's an awesome thing. And you have the photo to show it. Aaron was the best sleep I've ever had. I had a CPAP for 10 years. It helps out immensely, right?
Yeah. Oh, I believe it, and I'm just kind of waiting to get it so I can have that kind of sleep as well.
Yep. Once the beard goes white, I might entertain being a Santa as well. You know,
Mhm.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's ever gonna go white. I'm happy with the multicolors, but yeah. I tell you what though, it from the time that I saw you at Worlds to now, you definitely got more white in there. I've been using a CPAP for over 20 years now. Yep.
Yeah.
And this is something to look forward to as well, Aaron. Lost a lot of weight and I didn't need a CPAP machine anymore. I had grown to love that machine. Wow. And so many people, and I think you even had a little bit of the anxiety about having to use a CPAP or BPAP or whatever they decide to use on you. But I think at some point it will end up being something like that, where you just kind of grow to love the thing because of what it's doing for you, allowing you to get a full night's sleep to wake up with energy and
Well,
like you've actually
it's
slept.
I have a feeling it's going to go towards the BiPAP, which is a newer technology anyway. I think at some point, with the research I've done on it, I think at some point they're just going to start replacing CPAPs with the BiPAPs anyway. So it's just a matter of time.
Right. Ain't that true, Dave? And so much more. Yep. Yep. And sometimes it's the outside looking in too. There's sometimes we don't realize it as much as other people, especially like, hey man, I remember seeing a lot of that ginger when we were standing there face to face. And you might have that ginger going through that white for quite a while.
Mhm. So I don't mean to interrupt, but it's we've had dinner done for about an hour, and I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm going to jump off
All right.
from here tonight, and maybe next week I'll stay on a little bit longer with y'all. But I haven't eaten today, and the food's starting to smell pretty good in there. So I will catch you all next Saturday. And I want to thank you all for coming in and wish you all well and have a great night.
All right, Aaron. We will see you on next Saturday and or Tuesday if you feel up to it. Just let me know, and we will see you on one or the other.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Take care, bud. All right. Good night, Aaron. Enjoy your dinner. All right. Yep. He's been talking about that teriyaki chicken right there. He's been talking about that teriyaki chicken for a little while now. I think I'm actually going to have to make some on my weekend. I did get that recipe. Um, I just, yeah, I haven't really had time to make it yet. So, all right, guys. So we are on Saturday night. One thing that I haven't asked you guys today yet: what is your win for this week? If you guys have a win you'd like to throw out there, we'd like to help celebrate them here on this channel. So feel free to throw those out in the chat. And after that, we're gonna get in just a couple quick more little conversation pieces, and then we'll probably be jumping off for the night, probably in the next 20-30 minutes or so. All right. Had some chicken and rice with rice tonight too. Yeah, I think I have some for my lunch tonight for work. I think I got some buttered chicken in there and some rice for work tonight. Let's see. Let's see. My win God allowed me to get out of bed. Yep. And Stanley, sometimes that's the best thing that we can do. You know, he allowed you to do that, and there you go. In this case, you got the pantry organized and the shelf liners replaced. That's awesome. So we're slowly making our steps to getting the condo ready to put on the market. So we're definitely making strides to get that taken care of. So told two handfuls of my current dealers about the change, and they were happy for me, but sad for themselves. It honestly felt good, right? And that's a heck of a win, man. You deserve it. I'm very happy for you, man. They said they fixed 3 TVs this week, an Apple ID issue, and planted some more cool plants. Gave a friend 5 small avocado trees. Nice. Oh, and I think I finished my logo. Yeah, man. Shoot it to me. I'd love to see it. Or you could surprise me with it. Either one, man. We are. It's just a question of when. I do have some feelers out there for work in certain states, so we're just kind of waiting to see what kind of happens with that. Yeah, we're probably gonna. All in all, we're probably gonna wind up selling the condo and then renting maybe for about 6 months before we go out of state. But we're probably going to be going out towards Ohio, Tennessee. Yeah, I think ultimately we want to get into Tennessee. It's just finding finding work that I can do that's comparable to what I'm doing, that I have the skills for, and kind of going from there. But yeah, we're definitely planning on moving out of state. Not sure about Texas. I mean, I'll say it's definitely not off the table, um, but not 100% sure. I think I'm wanting to go a little further east. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Go fishing and have some tacos. Well, hey, you know what? You might just talk me into it then. We do have family that is out in Texas. I know Kay has some family out in Texas as well. So if we ever make it out that way, I'm definitely going to hit you up for those tacos and fishing, Abe. Nope, you can work on your tan. Yeah, yeah. I'm a little on the pale side. I'm that way until probably midsummer. So oh, awesome. Gonna need to fly out and see your barber then. You said he's a good one. Yeah, he absolutely is. Finding the barber that just kind of gets you and gets what you're looking for. Yep. Tennessee is my territory, so that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'll kind of throw out some info to you, Rob, and maybe you can put some feelers out there if you ever get a chance to, and see what happens. Because we're just kind of, I think we're kind of looking out towards East Tennessee. I know, we're looking Ohio. They do have some casinos there, but if I can get to the point where I can kind of get out of the casino atmosphere, I think that's what I'm working towards. I mean, who knows? At some point, I'd like to go full time with this, but it's a day at a time, guys. While you're at it, bring the whole couch clan to Texas. Yep. East Coast. Not sure if we're going to be all the way over to the East Coast, but definitely East. And I don't think the coast is going to be too far away from us. So a lot of California moves to Florida. Yep. Yeah, there's been an outpouring of people um, jumping from California to many other states. Yep. Opening a huge one in North Carolina. Yep. We will not be found to Florida. Yep. There's the Planet Hollywood, which is out there. I've definitely got some feelers out there for some specific positions there. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility, Rummy. I think the plan is to, if we, it might take us a little bit to get exactly where we want, but I think we're willing to go to Ohio until we find exactly what we're looking for, and make that transition when it's time. But, yeah, not be going to Florida. I think we were looking at that one. Yeah, was definitely looking at that one with the experience that I have in the slot machines. It kind of leaves it open as to what they would like to do. But I am in contact with them, so we'll see how that all goes. I gotta tell you, moving is such a yep. It was easy 30 years ago, super rough at 60 years old. Right, right, and and it's the cost too. I mean, had a buddy of mine that went to a casino out in, oh man, I want to say he was went to Michigan or he went to, he's out in that area, and thankfully the casino actually paid for to transfer all of his stuff there, because that's anywhere between 8 to 10 grand right there just to get your stuff moved across that far. Where's Chris? We haven't had a food segue yet. Oh, whoa, whoa. There he is. Uh, yeah, I hate moving too, but I would rather. get to where we're going to be, and it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So, speaking of which, yeah, I was telling Miss K last night that I think I'm going to do a tri-tip cook here soon, where I'll cook anywhere between 4 to 8 of them, and we'll eat one or two, and then we'll sell the rest of them to some friends and coworkers and things like that. Let me know if you guys wouldn't mind, if you guys would like to kind of see a little bit of the barbecue inside and just kind of, hang out, chat, BS a little bit, just kind of hang out at the barbecue. Let me know if you guys would like to see something like that. I have been summoned. Chicken parm pizza. Yep. And there it is. There is the food takeaway. I think we are successfully in it. Toledo has a Hollywood casino. Okay. Yep. Okay, that would be fire. Yep. Yep. We moved from North Texas to extreme South Texas, 18-hour drive. Ooh, Texas is huge. Right, right. And until you've had to drive across Texas or from north to south, you don't realize how big it is until you're like, many, many hours in. You're like, okay, we got to be out of Texas now. And just to realize that, you're still 3 hours from getting outside of it. This chicken is delicious. Yeah, you know what, Alicia, I'm gonna definitely have to make some. I got to go to the store and get all the stuff for it though. So, it sounds bomb. I think I'm gonna make some chili tomorrow, easy, and we have all the ingredients already. Now, Kay does make some amazing chili. Makes it better than I do, which I'll never admit to her. Don't tell her, but yeah, she makes it really, really well. But what I like to do is once it's getting going and everything, I'll put that on the smoker when I'm like cooking the tri-tips and stuff too, and to kind of get that smoke in there on those beans. Mm. Haven't had a good teriyaki, chicken teriyaki in a while. Sounds good. Really good, Chris. Yeah, chili. Yep. Texas. Yep. It absolutely is. It is huge. I think the last time I drove, it's been many years since I drove through Texas, but that was coming from Oklahoma, drove through Texas, up through Arizona, and then back into California. But yeah, that was many, many moons ago. I think Ohio has a few others. I don't gamble unless my dad brings me and gives me cash to burn. Even then, it's not giving me money to lose. He says just take it. Yeah, and there are a few there. Some are kind of more in my class of casino, if you will, the right amount of machines, tables, and different positions and stuff. Some of them are a little more, which I'm excited to check out too. But definitely looking into checking them out. I won't be winning any chili cook-offs, but they're pretty good. Right, right, yeah, really good chili though. Filling, it's just there's something about having a good chili that just kind of sets the soul right. I took the wife, family and mom out to fine Italian dining tonight to celebrate Mother's Day. Great meal and even better time celebrating my special ladies. There you go. Congratulations on that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed your day and enjoyed your dinner. I can't not think of Kevin from The Office whenever chili is mentioned. Rob, yep. Now, if nothing else, at some point, man, we're just gonna have to start passing back and forth these recipes. Of course, you probably have 10 recipes to my one, so which we're just gonna call it even that way. You get one of mine for 10 of yours, and maybe we'll get caught up. We talk about red chili or green chili? Just chili beans. Uh, it would be red. Well, no, just hmm. I'm familiar, Chris. You have to send me a video. Let's see. Okay. Either A because they both have their place. Yep. Yep. My best chili is when I make it outside over the fire, right? You kind of get that smoke in there, the kind of I love a good smoke anyway. When you start adding that in with the chili and it just kind of picks up the flavor of not just the smoke, but what you're smoking in the smoker as well. It's awesome. DM'd K. Okay. Accidentally. Food segue. Green tomatillo chili. Nope. Here we are. Campfire chili. Yep. We're not talking about the campfire chili. We just dent the can and throw it into the fire until it pops. No. Actual chili. Campsite chili is a scent we're working on. Interesting. Oh no. That had me so much anxiety, Chris. Yep, I'll have to see what that was. That's interesting. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and end up the show with what do you guys have in beer tonight? For me, it's Beard Octane Grizzly Puncher tonight, which I'll most likely be wearing to work this evening as well. What do you guys have in beer tonight? Let's give a shout out to those amazing small batch small batch companies that are out there um, that we all know and love. And we're going to wind up wrapping up here shortly. Let's see. I think I got some chili my wife made in the fridge. I have to go heat it up after all this. It actually does sound really good right now too. But I did some burgers the other day with some pepper jack, and we found this guacamole verde sauce to pour over the top. Not quite an Ortega burger, but it was really good. Oud Berry Bastard by Lux, nice. I haven't tried that one in a while. In fact, I think I had a bomb that I gave a buddy of mine. House of Wolves from TNBC, Beard Octane, Onyx, Dead Man's Fresh Forest, Old Carry Blend, nice. TNBC Irish Goodbye, shockingly for the first time, and it is amazing. Man, I thought you've tried that before, but it is an amazing scent. It's definitely a fresh scent that's unique. Dead Man Supernova oil and butter. Impeccable oil with midnight nectar butter topped off with Georgia smoke cologne. Awesome. Ravens. There you go. Let's see. Weatherbeard Hinoki Heights. Chris is probably my favorite TNBC scent right now. Let's see. Yep. Irish Goodbye is really good. Yep. No oils of butters on right now. I'm naked. Well, we still got the whole shower thing to do, so I'm sure that will change at some point. I was waiting for the new blend, so I had to be patient till the anniversary drop. All right, guys. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start closing off the show tonight. It's definitely up there immediately with House of Wolves and TMBC favorites. Yep. And I just want to say, guys, regardless of how rough your day is, just getting up out of the bed, making your bed, and choosing to take each step, uh, take each step that day. And even if you have to make that conscious decision that, you got to, force yourself to keep that breath going and keep pushing forward throughout the day, regardless how bad your day has gotten. You're gonna make it through it, and your days are going to get better and better each day. And we're here for you. If there's anything that I can do for you guys, feel free to reach out. You guys can get a hold of me through my Instagram. I'm a lot more prevalent on being able to answer through Instagram, and I have no issues at all in trying to get to you guys. Sometimes it might take me a little while, but I will get to you guys. And remember, guys, if you are having a extremely hard time, or you know a friend that is, make sure to remind them. 988. Let's preach that to all of our friends and loved ones out there. 988 if they're feeling like they're losing that battle in their heads, and they do have a veterans section in the 988 phone number. It's extremely important that we get this information out there, because that's what we are here for. We are here to break the stigma about talking about mental health. And I think that every day we're making a difference. And with all that said, guys, I'm going to say this: remember, your mental health is a priority, your happiness is essential, and your self care is a necessity. I will see you guys on Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, for the Beyond the Beard. Love you guys. Have a good night.